thank you for joining us from different time zones. We have participants from Europe, India, Japan, Southeast Asia today. And we have here today Daniel, our technical consultant, to share with us on media acceleration, on what can it do for us. Daniel is instrumental in network infrastructure, cloud, data center, and more. Back in those days, he started his own CDN company. The agenda today will touch on industries that have been affected by COVID-19, how media streaming and live broadcast can help some businesses get back to BAU, business as usual. With uncertainties ahead of when can lives be back to normal, we need to gear up for the future. At any point of time, you can write in your questions into the chat box. We'll answer it at the end of the presentation. But if we didn't get your question during the Q&A, we will email you our answer after the webinar. So now let's have Daniel start his presentation.
Hi, good day. Hi, good day to everyone. I'm Daniel. I'm with CDNetworks and would like to thank everyone who's taking time off today and in this time to actually join us on this webinar. And I'm going to talk about how we can use business in the business in a video for our business day to day. And using video to connect with our global audience. For those who does not know who we are, CDNetworks is one of the main service providers that own and operate a global network footprint that provides CDN, web securities, cloud data centers, and network services. At the end of this short presentation, there is a short Q&A session, and you have questions. Do feel free to drop your question in the chat window, and we will respond to them. Just like what Perry said, if we didn't get back to you on your questions, we will email you back. Do leave your email as well in the chat box. So I'm going to show you how a renowned luxury brand today is actually using video to showcase the product. So let's start. That is a short video that helped launch the product to their global audience. This includes an educational portal with their e-learning content, an e-commerce platform that integrates videos to showcase some of the products with Hermes, product launch in the e-commerce platform with really one of the music store, as well as electric guitars from Gibson. These are some of the few examples that we have today in this business world are using video to engage with their global audience. I'm here to propose an idea why video has to be part of your organization's engagement strategy in a global scale. An idea that some of you may or may not be aware of, that the internet has been rewired. What do I mean by this? The year 2000 generally was slowly and surely redesigned, not just an infrastructure perspective, but of course we see major strides in advances of technology in terms of wireless, cellular services like 5G, web development, and the list goes on. But I'm proposing something that will, if not has already impacted your business in how you can engage your potential customers over the internet. Consider this. The video, according to source at Cisco, currently accounts for 70% of the internet traffic and could hit 90% or more by the end of 2020. This is not taking into consideration of how the state of internet has been affected by the lockdown in this difficult period. On any given day, Netflix represents 40% of peak time internet traffic. Viewers are consuming over 800,000 minutes of video per second on any given day. It is estimated people aged 18 to 34 spend nearly 21 hours a week watching TV, 30 hours weekly on smartphones, tablets, and other digital devices with video occupying most of their time. Video is basically eating the internet. One big reason why this is happening since 2000, where most experts will agree, the start of the explosion of consumption of video content over the internet, and not surprising, it is during that time, some of the major CDN providers came into the picture to run in parallel to the internet's core traffic routes. The shift has been so pronounced that nearly half of the traffic flowing over the internet today actually traverses these routes on the internet, on the CDN. The fundamental change to the way data has been routed over the internet for decades that was previously came to be known as the tiered architecture of internet providers, forming the backbone of the internet. However, today, that is no longer tiered, as one of my former professors will favorably term it as the flattening of the internet. In 2006, video merely made up 12% of all the internet traffic, but by the year 2010, it became the biggest category of internet traffic according to Cisco. It is because post-2005, the quality of experience wasn't great watching video on the internet. It was grainy and it's always buffering. However, this changed in post-2006 when giant content owners such as YouTube starts to deliver over the internet. One of the biggest challenges was to solve the buffering issues. Hence, CDN was and still is today providing the services for the likes of Google and Facebook to put their content closest on the network's edge. As the internet grows bigger, it exploded in popularity. Data had to move across more and more network to get to the consumer who is requesting for them. And this means with a certain type of request, such as video, it requires a constant flow of packet data. It couldn't reliably be streamed over the distance. The problem is compounded when not just one, but millions of users will be requesting for that content at the same time. The servers can get overwhelmed, and the network gets jammed, and resulting in the dreaded buffering. CDN changes that dramatically by shortening the distance a packet of data has to travel to reach its destinations. With a CDN distributed edge servers, that data rarely has to ascend to the internet backbone. Instead, it skirts around it. The network's edge, the CDN calls it, pull this off by spreading their edge servers around the globe. For example, CDNetworks has over 1,500 POPs, which is a points of presence in more than 140 countries. Cisco cited by the year 2021, CDN will carry more than 70% of the world's internet traffic. What comes next? People will only consume more and more videos, and companies are happy to feed them. As we see companies like Netflix, who continues to grow, especially this time, Netflix just reported an increase of more than 16 million subscribers in the last 3 months. And of course, new technologies, meaning higher resolutions of video, 4K and above, virtual reality, and others will be more heavily used than before. And this is a topic that I have to share in this difficult time. Over the last 3 months, we have seen a pandemic not seen before and has put the world in serious health issues, but an impact to the economy as well. A survey was conducted over 30 top-level executives how this global pandemic has impacted their business. The top 3 negative impacts include the inability to meet customers or meet new prospects. That means the sales are not able now to go in to meet their customers or meet up with new prospects to sell. And this results in a significant decline in sales. And of course, in some specific industry that require people to physically appear at work, there is a halt in production activities as well. However, on the other hand, not all is dark and gloom. The same survey has shown 3 positive impacts. First, collaboration is working and it is improving all the time with now people working offsite at home and they are pushing the business along. Second, And of course, with this collaboration requires a wider recognition on the value of digital transformation and of course in the digital technology that a company needs to adopt. And with this pandemic gaining ground, it forces the companies to focus more on their effort to improve their digital infrastructure. Such channels only enable more emphasis on digital engagement with their prospects. So, what are some of the industry that we are seeing serious impact on their business? From aviation to government services, the measures that were put forth has seriously impacted how traditional businesses are run. But some are growing despite of online video streaming, OTT services, e-commerce, online events like such webinar, e-learning are some of these verticals that are growing. Just in this short 3 months, the government has reached out to people to deliver their essential updates on the pandemic, such as Singapore, with the Prime Minister going on live streaming to inform us of the measures that are being put in place. Without video, this propagation of information would be almost impossible to achieve. The question is your organization prepared? Today, more than 75% of your customers or prospects are on videos with their multiple devices, smart TV, laptops, iPads, even smartphones. So the key questions today is how will your business using video to engage your potential customers? Or if you are already using video, can you now deliver the video to your customers reliably? And can your organization scale on a global level with limited resources? And this is where CDN comes in. These are some of the questions that we can help. CDNetworks owns and operates a global footprint with more than 1,500 points of presence globally in more than 440 countries. We can now distribute your video at a lower cost with little or no capex investments. Now you can reach your audience 24/7 in multiple platforms and devices. And of course, not forgetting with video comes the questions of storage. With CDN, we provide cloud storage like any cloud providers. You pay as you use. So what will CDNetworks has installed for you with the two solutions? We have two products: media acceleration, which we call MA, and media acceleration live broadcast, which is MALB. Not very creative on the names, but it works. We have helped companies to deliver content to multiple devices with media acceleration, not forgetting putting security around that, preventing other people to steal your content. And of course, we provide QoS monitoring, quality of service from the customer side. And we have about more than 50 terabit per second capacity globally. And that is a scale that now you have in your fingertip to use your video to reach your audience. For media acceleration live broadcast, we are probably one of the few CDN companies today that still uses RTMP, that we can help you to transcode them with our AI transcoding, and together with the rich value-added services, record them, repush, and also enhancing the viewer experience. This is some of the key features that we have on the two products. So, and you're asking, which are those companies that we are helping to deliver their videos globally? These are some of our customers, not exhaustive, but some of the major customers that we have today that we are delivering them. So we have a global broadcaster, CCTV, a popular social network app, to concerts live streaming, BTS. If you're a Korean fan of a BTS group, and you will know that they are one of the key band that we stream their concerts live. CDNetworks can be your valuable partners in delivering your content as well to the global audience. This leads us to the end of my short presentation. CDNetworks is offering these two services with a free trial. If you are keen to learn more or sign up for it, please email to contact@cdnetworks.com. I'm going to pass this time over to my colleague to share with you more about the free trial. Give me a minute. Let me give Perry the host. Harry, you can take over now.
Thank you, Daniel. Okay, so it's Q&A time now. Here we go. We have the first question. So, how do you sign up and set up the trial? Okay,
Thank you.
Answer that?
Yeah, sure. So it's easy. You can write to us or let Perry know that you're interested, and we will send you a short questionnaire to get you on board. It takes about 24 to 48 hours to set up the trial or the account for you. And also, if you have specific technical issues or questions, we can attend to it and to dive deep down into your requirement as well.
So, more questions?
So someone asked to explain slide 16. Let me exit and go back to slide 16. Give me a minute. You mean for some of the logos? Okay, so we have CCTV. It's one of the biggest brands in China, broadcasting. They are using the CDN. So they are using both MALB and MA to actually deliver the content. What do I mean by that? So CCTV has their live streaming. They have more than 10 channels, and they are streaming live from their broadcast, their TV channels. So beside that, they also do a lot of catch-up episodes as well, which using MA to deliver. They can upload or we can cache from their servers, and at the same time transcode into multiple formats to be used, for example, on a capture TV on the mobile, as well as other devices. So live streaming, we can do that as well. And also on content that they already have, like for example, drama series, they can upload the entire episode and we can deliver it for them over our CDN. So these are two of the key things. So let me go back to the previous slides. Someone asking. So the two key products, give me a minute. So with media acceleration, basically this is every video streaming without doing live. That means you have your content, for example, your videos that you actually pre-prepared and pre-recorded, or even do a production work that you want to have it like a drama series. This falls directly on the media acceleration. With a single format, one of the key things is that we can do a transcode, delivering that video content to multiple protocols, whether through iPhone on the HLS or over the web or devices. We will do the transcoding for you live. On top of that, this is and the common value added services is security. So we put controls around security around the access of this content. For example, geo fencing. We also do anti-hot linking as well. That means people cannot embed your content and steal your content as well. And this happens to deliver via our global capacities. For media acceleration live broadcast, that includes everything on the media acceleration, including live streaming. So a lot of companies today, for example, on video streaming a concert, they want to live stream their content, what is happening on the concert real time. And this is one of the key solutions that we take in RTMP, whether it's pushed to us or we pull from the origin server and deliver it. So we are one of the few companies today that deal with RTMP. And let me reply to Sandeep as well. Yes, the CDN, we can pull from your media server and to act as origin. And we can configure multiple origins based on, we can do it a few ways. One is to do a round robin, or we can do through a load balancer that we put weightages on the different origins that we have. Yes, the URL can be set expiry on the timeline. There is a cache control headers that we can set up. And to answering AJ, how long have you been operating in India? I would say that for the last couple of years, we have a team there. We have a full team. So we have a pre-sales. We have a who can help you to answer any of your questions in country. We have a head of sales for India. We can, later on we can introduce him to you, and that team will actually help you to deliver your business within India or outside India as well. So for Mr. Tarun, how do we handle media hashing and DDoS? That is a very interesting question. Besides media delivery, CDNetworks deals in security. So on top of that, media delivery services, if you need to prevent your company, your content or your servers to handle DDoS attacks, we can provide you with the security services. So we have a Flood Shield as well as Application Shield, and both will actually help to prevent most of the OWASP attack as well as a DDoS attack on your content. Cool. I hope I have answered everyone. You have any other questions, please put on the chat box. I will give some time to Lawrence to actually answer more questions.
Well, someone has a question regarding school live teaching. Maybe you can give some examples, Daniel.
Okay, so school is interesting. For educational, there's actually 3 scenarios. One of them is like what we are doing today, Zoom, in comparison to CDN. Zoom, however, is something that CDN we do not do because it's a network product that we need to record to multiple users. So Zoom doesn't really actually use CDN. However, you have 2 other cases, live broadcast of the teachers or the professor teaching. So students can now receive one-to-many from the professor to many students at the same time, and streaming his teaching. Right, he can stream his lessons online, and people are just watching it. That is one way. MALB does that perfectly to multiple devices. And also, if the school or the teachers has multiple content already recorded, so you are talking about catalog of videos, and that is media acceleration. We can help to deliver that. Also, we don't have to worry about the format of the videos we can help to transcode that based on the request asking for them. So if the user agent come in, for example, from an iPhone or iPad, we can actually transcode that live into HLS for delivery to those devices. So that is the scenarios. And of course, if you need further discussion, I believe that in India we have our TCs and APAC. For myself, please write to us. We would love to hear more and learn more about business and how we can help you in delivering video as well. Okay, we have a Tarun comparison. Okay, so there is a few questions, a few part to your question. Performance comparison with respect to video. At this point, most of the testing tools are not into video, so we use Catchpoint at this time to actually measure performance. Catchpoint is a third-party tool. So we recently did a test in Indonesia. We actually are doing much better than to the competitors in Indonesia. So we measure based on DNS, the bytes download, and we have the performance report to show you as well. So in terms of video delivery, if MA, we can use Catchpoint to do that. For live streaming, unfortunately, there's a very few tools out there that I would actually say that it works to measure in a fair comparison. But of course, if you want to do more, there is a third party website. I would love to say it's Sedexis. Sedexis Radar. Do a Google on it. CEDEXIS Radar, and they have really a neutral point of measuring every CDN in real time. So CDNetworks in Asia, we are often the top 3. The delta itself is very little. We are almost within 1 to 10 milliseconds in Asia, and India, we are doing pretty well as well. So have a look at that, the measurement provided by Sedexis, and that is something that you can use to actually to gauge how well we perform. Okay, so if for Mr. Bernard, if you are creating video and audio conference platforms similar to Zoom, are we able to use CDNetworks based on the web RTC protocols and what the latencies is like? I would say yes or no. We have network products as well. So if you need to look at web RTC protocols, we have a chat. I think we have a customer previously testing with us on the web RTC. Is something new that we just launched it. And we love to work with you on a trial for this POC, and we can take a look as well. And we love to integrate our solutions with your products. I hope that answers, and that definitely requires more in-depth discussion as well. Okay, can you spell the tool, please? Okay, it's Sedexis, CEDEXIS. Okay, so and share the performance report. Sure, Mr. Tarun, can you drop us an email at contact@cdnetworks.com? We would love to share that report. Unfortunately, I have to take out the company's the customer's name, so you have the full report of what we tested. It's over 7 days, and we are about 2 to 10 times faster than the competitors in Indonesia. So drop us an email. Perry will send you that performance report together with the slide deck as well. And Mr. Ajay, is seamless 4K live streaming a possibility across a large user base? Interesting. We have never done a 4K streaming at that quality, but that depends on a few factors. One is that where is your origin? So taking in the stream 4K, is it a post-processed stream on MPEG-3? And then we will need to take a look at the transcoding as well. So for example, HLS, you need to transcode in multiple segments and the byte. So we need to really calculate what is the most efficient way. Is latencies or buffering, the initial buffer, one of the key concerns that you have? So in theory, a CDN can deliver for 4K. But in reality, would you want to deliver a 4K to 1 million users that will chalk up a huge data transfer? That means the cost of delivering may not be as efficient. Of course, we would love to take in the business, but we also want to make sure that it's right for you. So let's have a discussion as well. Drop us an email. We can have a separate discussion on that. Mr. Sandeep, we're expecting a project based on web RTC. Sure. That would be great. Have a chat with Ashish. If need be, I will join in together with one of the experts in this area, Alan, my colleague. We will help you to look at your project and see how we can help you in your business as well. All right, Mr. Sandeep. Ajay, thank you and welcome. All right. So we'll keep this short. If you have any other question, thank you. You can write to us at contact@cdnetworks.com. If you want to have any technical issues or questions that you have based from this webinar, please write to me. I will respond to them. And also, I will leave the last chunk of the time to Perry to explain more on how you can get on this free trial. All right, Perry, I'll leave it to you now.
Right, so we are offering a 14-day free trial up to 2 terabytes, whichever is up first, for either media acceleration or media acceleration live broadcast. So please email us your questions or your interest to contact@CDNetworks. You can also leave your name and email address in the chat box so that we can write back to you. So should you like to inquire about other solutions of ours, feel free to drop us an email as well. And so before we end, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Your feedback is very important to us as we would like to hold other webinars. This presentation deck and recorded webinar will be available online. Thank you all.
Hey everyone, I'll just leave the chat box open. I will not end the meeting. So if you have any questions, feel free to write. I will keep this sessions open for another 10 to 15 minutes. So if you put your question in, please leave an email so we can actually get back to you because we can't get your email addresses from the Zoom information for the participant. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks Sandeep for your support and hope to talk to you one day soon.